Fairy Tale 324 viewer comments starring me, Steve, also known as Rampage, and Conley Bob 9. But first, before we get to the viewer comments, there's 3 to read. Some people have felt that they've been trolled, okay, by Hero. Now, overall, let me just get this. This is going to be a very short viewer comments. There's a difference in intentionally trolling someone and trying to tell them a joke, okay, and it just not being appropriate or that funny or what have you. And I want to give you an example of this, okay? And I completely skipped over this. I wish I would have mentioned something this in the review, but let's go to page 1 of 324. What do we see on page 1? Now, I'm sure that most people, I'm assuming, but I can just say I looked at it and saw nothing of value there and left and then didn't comment on it, and I wish I would have. Because right in the beginning, there's a question, okay? What is Sting up to? And there's Lecter, right? That was also another point, that some issues with Lecter that kind of irritated people, okay? Brushing his teeth and all that. And it's like, what is he doing? And it says, number 1, practicing his victory pose, okay? Number 2, stretching exercises. Number 3, fantasizing about a heated battle. Okay. Okay. And then there will be no, and below it says there will be no, or depending beside it, wherever you read it at, there will be no announcement of the correct answer, sorry. See, that is an example of someone telling you a joke, and it's, in my opinion, now some people may find it funny, but I don't find it funny. I particularly don't find it funny when, I don't think he understands where the fan base is with Sting and what that did. I don't think he, the whole thing with Lecter, you know, that was kind of, you know, and there's a lot of other little things, but I don't think he understands. Now after doing that and saying this, he's awesome. I'm going to be honest with you, but he's far from perfect, okay? And there's nothing wrong with calling out issues like this, but this, and the most common statement that I've heard is that he does great things and he basically stomps on them. Okay, I don't believe the trolling. I don't think he's intentionally. I think he's trying to. He thinks he's being funny, and most of us fans are not finding it humorous. So, moving on. Let's go ahead and get into viewer comments. And Conley Bob 9, he starts us off, and he does the middle, and he finishes. Okay, totally agree with this. The thing with Hero right now is I really didn't expect great things from his chapters. After the experience of chapter 322, which will live in infamy for Fairy Tale fans, I go in every Friday and don't expect much. If a chapter turns out to be great, then splendid. But if it's an okay chapter like this one, I can't really feel disappointed. So Future Lucy is dead. Actually, that's pretty great. We don't have to worry about twice the tears now. But then you kill a character from the future. Nobody cares because the present character isn't really dead. And you know, they're just going to change things anyway. Even Lecter has more relevance as a character than Future Lucy. True. So I guess that's now. Hero is only able to kill characters when they're from the future and their deaths don't matter anyway. Here comes Mr. Trollface. And of course, Natsu's reaction was entirely predictable. He's all fired up. And he's going to show the future Rogue that friendship trumps fate. It's too bad that the anime will be gone soon, since a lot of us seem to prefer it to the manga, absolutely. Since it will be just the manga for a while, hopefully Hero will start picking up, but I'm worried that he may have gotten too greedy in his second manga that he's working on, speaking of anime. Are you still doing the review of Naruto 305? Or did you just take a break since it's filler for a while? Another great video here, and one that I unfortunately have to agree with all its points. You know what? I intended to actually create a video and kind of say things. No, I'm not going to do any more of the filler. Okay, and so no, I guess it'll be 307, which I start doing the reviews again. I appreciate you asking, and I was planning on doing another one of those kind of episode thing where I could kind of give people updates and everything. But anyway, no, I'm not going to do 305 or 306 and 307. I really do appreciate you asking, and I really appreciate you helping me out. I said that I would do viewer comments, even if it's just me and you. So here we are. Although this is fun, but you've really gotten. I'm going to keep this short. You've really kind of gotten into it. When I first got into fairy tale, my expectations were low. It was fun. It was a comedy. And I've actually had to go back and check myself. At some point in time, I crossed the line as a fan, and because of how good some parts of fairy tale are, and started treating this as a really serious deal, and it isn't. It's a comedy, and everything else is just kind of great, if you get it. So and then I started getting irritated, and I think that's happened to a lot of us, as we see how well the hero can do stuff. He can do things, and then he just hey, haha, let's have some kind of crazy jokey thing or something that steps all over it. But that's just the way it is. And all in balance, I'll take it. You've summed it up extremely well. I'm going to take what's there. If it's a half, if it's a full, and every once in a while, there's going to be a better pill to swallow. So that's just the way it is. So anyway, it is a great manga, and yeah. Also, my Death Note review is going to be out. I made it definitely earlier this week. Loved it, by the way. But anyway, I'm going to post that. It's going to be a short little thing about how much I really liked it. So that's going to be posted out pretty soon after I release this. All right. Well, anyway, always appreciate it. That's what this is about, so we can have some fun here and enjoy it and do a little bit kind of back and forth here. Really do appreciate it, Colin Bob9. Anybody can be an anime fan. Anybody can be a fairy tale fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.